and welcome to another edition of Kendrick's News, Views, and Reviews. And it's November, and if you know anything about me, you know I love LG, and these are the best LG phones you could buy in the month of November. The link for this video is in the description. LG, it was one of the first companies to feature a flagship with a quad HD display, introduced a unique rear button layout, and experimented in modularity with the LG G5. Now, some of these phones that's mentioned for this month you may like, and some of them you may not, but they are the best LG phones in 2018 for November. Let's start out with the LG V40. This will be the top dog for LG as of now. The best high-end phone. Let's talk a little bit about it. The LG V40 is LG's latest and greatest smartphone from the OEM. Its biggest feature is the triple, not one, not two, but three cameras set up on the back with a standard 12 megapixel lens, a 16 megapixel wide, and a 12 megapixel telephoto lens. The flagship sports two cameras on the front, allowing you to add bokeh effect to the selfies. In addition to being camera focused, the device was also designed for music lovers. Not only does it have a headphone jack, it has 32-bit hi-fi quad DAC for improved audio quality. The V40 is a large device sporting a 6.4 quad display with a notch. Like many other 2014 flagships, it packs a Snapdragon 845 and 6 gigabytes of RAM under the hood. The battery comes in at 33 milliamp, making it quite a bit smaller than the ones of the Note 9 and Huawei P20 Pro. Both have a set of 4,000 milliamp. It will set you back $950. And here are the specs once again: 6.4 screen, 6.4 inch OLED display, 31 by 14 resolution, 538 PPI, Snapdragon 845 chipset, 6 gigs of RAM, and it comes with 64 out of 120 gigabytes of storage, and it is expandable up to 2 terabytes, 12, 16, and 12 cameras. And that's 3 in the back and 2 in the front, which are 8 and 5 megapixel cameras. This also comes with a 33 milliamp battery, and out of the box is shipping at 8.1 Oreo. Okay. Next we have the LG G7 Thin Cube. Now this has many similarities to the V40. It's powered by the same Snapdragon 845, 6 gigs of RAM, up to 120 gigabytes of storage. It's IP68 rated, which means it's waterproof, has a headphone jack, and quad DAC. It just has a smaller screen, 2 cameras on the back instead of 3, and a single shooter on the front. It means it also carries a lower price. They're selling this right now for $570, making it $380 cheaper than the V40. The V30 and the V35 Thin. LG has 5 different V30 and V35 Thin models to choose from. All of them have the same design, 6-inch 18 by 19 display with a resolution of 28 by 14 and the same 33 milliamp battery. The differences are in the processor, storage, memory, and cameras. The standard V30 has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 835 processor, 4 gigabytes of RAM, 64 gigs of storage, while the V30 Plus has 128 gigabytes. Same 16 megapixel camera and 13 megapixel rear, same 5 megapixel front. The V30S has 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage. The V35 has Snapdragon 845, 6 gigs of RAM, and 64 gigabytes of storage, while the V35 Plus boosts a storage of 128 gigs, both having twin 16 megapixel rear cameras and an 8 megapixel front. If you click on the link right beneath this video, you can get the prices for all of these. So the LG Q series is also mentioned. You have the Q7, the Q7A, and the Q7 Plus. They all look the same. The only minor difference is the RAM. So Sports a 5.5 full high definition display. Comes with a Snapdragon 450, 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of storage, and can be expanded with an SD card. Has 16 megapixel rear camera. Has a fingerprint scanner, IP68, quad dock, and you can't go wrong with this because it's also way cheaper with a full retail price of $350 at T-Mobile. Unfortunately, an unlocked version wasn't released in the US. That's a great price. So, and it comes out of the box 8.1 Oreo. And here are some honorable mentions for this month. If you want to get the Q Stylus, that's a good phone. 6.2 inch HD display, 3 gigs of RAM, 33 milliamp battery, 32 gigabytes of storage, 16 megapixel camera in the back. That's going for $335. The LG Stylo 4 also is a great phone. This is basically a variant of the LG Q Stylus for the US market, although it comes with slightly different specs. It has a 450 chipset, 13 megapixel camera, 5 megapixel selfie, 6.2 full HD display, and the rest of the specs are the same as the Q Stylus. You can get it from Best Buy right now for $300. And also the LG K30 is a very cheap phone. 425 chipset, 2 gigs of RAM, 5.3 high definition display, and that's the LG K30 is going for $180. And you can get it some places for $130. So can't beat that. The LG Zone 4/K8 Plus. That goes a lot of places for $120, or you can get it on certain plans for free with a $20 Simple Connect plan. It has a 425 chipset, 8 megapixel camera, 2 gigs of RAM, Snapdragon 425. The LG Arista 2 Plus. This device has a 425 Snapdragon 5-inch screen, 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigabytes of storage, 2400 milliamp battery, 13 megapixel camera, and an 8 megapixel for $150. You can get this at T-Mobile. T-Mobile has like some of the best deals for the LG phone. So, hey, you guys have a lot to choose from if you are on the LG bandwagon. So like this video, leave your comments, and these are the best phones to choose from LG in the month of November. Subscribe. Later.